Welcome to Grow Bio channel. In today's video, we're gonna see about the cell theory. The cell is the structural and functional unit of all living organism, both plant kingdom and animal kingdom. The cell is the smallest living unit and are microscopic in nature. That is, they can't be seen under the naked eye, they only seen in microscope. And it is the smallest living unit. That is, from cells, tissues arises, from tissues organs, and then to organ system, and then to entire organism. Okay? Robert Hooke saw a row of empty boxes and named it as cell. History of cell theory. There are 5 important years in the history of cell theory. First is 1595. Zacharias Janssen invented a simple compound microscope 400 years ago. And in 1665, Robert Hooke discovered a non-living cell wall in the cork, that is a piece of wood, and published the paper Non-Living Cell Wall in Micrographia. And in 1674, Antony von Leeuwenhoek saw living animalcules, algae, and named it as Pyrogyra. He seen this in improved microscope. Robert Hooke saw non-living matter, whereas Antony von Leeuwenhoek saw living animalcules from the pond water. And in 1833, Robert Brown discovered nucleus in living cell, that is bacteria. And next is most important year, in 1838 to 1839, Matthias Kleeden, a German botanist, and Theodor Schwann, German zoologist, derived the cell theory. Father of cell biology. Dr. George E. Palade is the father of cell biology. He discovered the organelles, that is, small organs present inside the cell, and he discovered the palate particles in the cell in 1955 and named it as ribosomes. Since ribosome produces protein by translation process and the translation is the key of central dogma concept, he is called as father of cell biology. Now we can see about cell theory. There are 3 important points in cell theory. First is, all living forms are made up of one or more cell. That is, single cellular organism is there or multicellular organism is there. So, all living forms are made up of one or more cells. And the cell is the smallest form of life. From cells only the entire organism arises. So these 2 theories was proposed by Kleeden and Schwann. And next is, cell only arise from pre-existing cell. This is known as spontaneous theory. This third point is proposed by Rudolf Virchow. Rudolf Virchow, a powerful dictum. All scientists accepted cell theory except Rudolf Virchow. He is an embryologist and has powerful dictum that all cells arise from pre-existing cells. That is the well-known aphorism, omnis cellula e cellula. When one cell formed from other cell, how the first cell was formed? This answer was given by Stanley Miller and Harold Urey in 1952. He supported cell theory. This theory was popularly called Miller-Urey experiment. And this theory supports Alexander Oparin and J.B.S. Haldane hypothesis too, and this is known as theory of abiogenesis. So, the organic compounds formed in earth under favored conditions, the cells are formed. So, the Miller experiment yielded nearly 20 amino acids. This is as simple like simple inorganic particles such as methane, carbon dioxide, etc. under primitive earth condition, that is favored condition, they produce more complex organic compound, for example hydrogen, CNC, etc. Pasteur in cell theory. He is most important person in cell theory. Pasteur, a French scientist, is known for his many works. In cell theory, he proved germ theory of diseases. The theory opposed the spontaneous theory of Rudolf Virchow that one cell arises from other cell. The germ theory states that microorganisms, that is germs, lead to diseases. This is known as germ theory. When According to Rudolf Virchow, when one cell arises from other cell, then why the disease is caused in human beings? So, Pasteur said that other living organism which is present in the air, it is not present in the body, it enters and causes the disease. However, now we know that both Pasteur and Rudolf Virchow is correct. And in DBT-JR of BET 2008, question number 47, they asked about this. All living cell arise from pre-existing cell was proposed by. The options are Schleiden-Schwann, Rudolf Virchow, Dutrechet and Pasteur. The answer is Rudolf Virchow. He is known for the spontaneous theory. And thank you. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section below. Subscribe and please press the bell button below. Thank you.